Wait, is the stream live?
A summoner has disconnected.
Guys?
Oh fuck.
A summoner
Hello.
has reconnected.
What time is it? Let's see at pause time, okay. So just what we're gonna do from 24 minutes to Twitter. I'm at pause time now, 32:07. Yeah. Guess my co-cost is AFK. So you see, I guess a lot of has happened since the last 10 minutes. The STR
Yeah.
with a Baron buff. Which means they probably won a team fight, while TRD was trying to siege or force a fight, and they got a Baron off of it.
This was the comeback.
Yeah. No, I think
So
they probably made a mistake, I think it might have been a mistake from TRD side that made him get this. And that means the Cannon got that perfect ultimate, or Lux got those perfect 2 picks, which won them the fight, shivered the screens up, and they get the Baron, and now they're looking for a siege.
Lux 608. Tommy's doing very well today.
And I was like, I'm not gonna go down without a fight, right?
Yeah. So they are. Oh my god, beautiful work by Incarnation, but he will get stunned up. They're going in. Incarnation will die.
So if like Termi was inside the fight, their bot lane could have died or something could have happened. So this is unlucky, I guess.
That was unlucky DCM.
Yeah.
That
So
might actually
I think
cause.
that might actually cost them the siege or some Baron buffs, right?
They might
But
actually cost them the game.
I don't think like a TRD can siege without a Baron. I don't think
That's
TRD
true,
can
that's
end
true.
this game without a Baron,
That's true, but-
unless they get like 5 picks, and of course then they
But
would,
that
right?
600 gold going on anybody is going to be scary.
Yeah, true. But I think most of them have their core items, don't they? Like Atrox on 3 items.
Aatrox might just finish off his Guardian Angel if he gets a kill on that.
Yeah, that's true. Atrox like walking towards mid right now. Cannon's following him. So Atrox has 2 choices, right? So Atrox can turn on Cannon and stop him from joining the fight, right? But then he should have confirmation from He's that hey, we can win this without you. Which I don't think they can, right? I don't think they win
No.
it without, right? So Atrox needs to walk and let Cannon walk behind him, and then figure something out. So it might be like a double-edged sword. We might see just them losing the Baron buff, and or they might come out on top. Lucky
it's
afterward.
pretty interesting.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait and see what happens. It's very even. Both teams are fighting pretty well up till now, and I'm really surprised to see after the last game. Last game was an 18-minute game, and now we see 33 minutes and both teams still head-to-head with only 500 gold separating them. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
Still waiting for Tommy to reconnect.
So you have QSS and Zaya, right? So they all basically trying to itemize in a way where Lux can't like 100-0 them. So this is what I was talking about earlier, that they should acknowledge this. The STR could have acknowledged this, and they just went for 2 white staffs, right? So their Lux and their Cannon could have white staffs right now, and the MR they're stacking wouldn't matter as much, right? But instead they went for double Morello and Executioner,
Yeah,
hoping that they could
that-
kill Atrox.
Exactly, that's what I was about to talk right now. They have double Morelos, they have an Executioners, so they really don't want Aatrox to heal at any cost right now.
But I don't think they can stop Atrox from
That's
healing
true.
that.
The
Because
Ardent
Atrox would
also
join the
completed.
fight like mid-fight. He wouldn't be the main engager, right? That would be probably Sejuani or Rakan.
Sejuani or Rakan. We also see an Ardent Sensor being completed on Kaka, so now definitely he's going to be able to steamroll Zaya even more. We get
Not just
307
Zaya, even Atrox.
Aatrox and a 306 CS on Zaya in 33 minutes. That's really, really impressive.
That's one of the things about Cat. Like he's like super like solid fundamentally, right? So on game fundamentals like clicking, then CSing and stuff like that, he's super good at them. Like he's super consistent overall compared to his team, I'd say.
That's true. I think that, or I think that in the next.
Yeah, probably in like the next 20 seconds. Because you often see like reconnect before the loading ends up happening, right? The Gragas
Dummy
build is
is ready.
interesting. So he decides to go for like full tank or whatever, right? So he went for Cinder, not even like the Ludens, which is something that would have helped him clear faster in his jungle. So Tanu just
And
end up dying there. That's unlucky.
oh
Now
my
Aatrox,
god, Aatrox is also here. Actually, possibly
yeah,
cost them a lot right here. That DC actually
yeah,
cost them a lot.
might be actually in help because of the DC. And I don't think Canon can do anything about it, right? They just have to give up. Then
I
help.
mean, that's how much a DC affects you. Stormraiders had a Baron, they were sieging, and now suddenly their mid is opening up
Yep.
because 4 of their people are dead.
Yeah, but this inhib isn't going to like help TRD as much as you'd think because unless they go for a try to end here, can
They
they?
didn't.
I think yeah, they
Um,
can actually. I
I-
think
No, I don't think they can. Everybody's resurrecting back. Kennen can hold up so
this
long.
might have been just a throw from TRD's side if they end up like dying here. So they pick Gragas. Yeah, re-engage.
They decided to back off, but they still got a lot out of that. Kennen is the only person with a Baron buff, so they really need to protect Kennen. Baron
So
buff
now
last, but
that like complicates things, right? Because one Nexus thread being down, that means if like even 3 of your guys die, it's super easy to just walk mid and take it down or whatever, right? But the stuff I was talking about before is basically like taking that inhib. That inhib is going to come like same time around the Baron comes up, and what that inhib basically means is TRD is going to have one less wave to farm. But I don't think like they need more items from this point, but it helps. It sort of helps STR for now. Unless, like,
there's a TP coming in from Kaka. He does take some damage. Sejuani does miss his ulti again, and Aatrox ultis and tries to engage. Sejuani will flash in. It just disengage.
yeah. So already
Severe
disengaged
ulti
from STR.
Severe ulti just enables you to run away from team fight so well.
So there was like these team comps that LCS teams used to play. They were called Head and Run, like so they were based on like same champions pretty much. They had like 7 Karma, 2 disengages, and what they would do is just take objective and run. It was like a good time in Season 6 when those comps were pretty common. They don't work anymore, sadly,
Yeah.
because you have a lot of force engages.
That's true. That's true. Kirk DC'd now, so this fight Kirk wasn't there. The previous fight Tommy wasn't there. I mean, DC'd might decide just game.
A summoner
Yeah, this happened in Portal actually. So their top DC versus Gatekeepers, the game they lost in the group stage, right? And Gatekeepers, they got one game because of that, I think.
I mean, we see a lot of resources being burned in the last fight. We see a teleport. We saw a flash being burned. We saw, I think, another teleport being burned. Oh no, that was before it. We also saw 2 ultis being burned: the Aatrox ulti and the Sejuani ulti. So they did try to hard commit, but they couldn't just find anyone.
So it'll come down to if STR makes a mistake, they lose, right? If TRD makes a mistake, they'll probably be okay. It won't hurt them, right? Unless they make a mistake at Baron, right? and then probably STR could do something about it. But right now, STR is in a really bad spot, right? They need to play this almost perfectly if they want to survive in this game, right? They have to clear the mid wave while answering the pressure from bot. Like the good call here would be just to just give up this tier 2, right? And like opt to defend the tier 3, but like they're going to defend the tier 2. If they get engaged on and Shiver doesn't make in time, it could go very wrong. And we see a whip engage from Rakan.
Ages and goes back. So it's just they just each other at this point. Watapi is pretty confident over.
Yeah, because he
could have
could just
engaged him.
flash over the wall if his team Rakan engages and he flashes over the wall, and they could probably win the game from there. But we see engage on Shivani. And they just kill her. Okay.
He'll just kill her, free kill. So
That just ends up being a free pick. They have to go back to defend their Nexus turrets.
I mean, poor positioning mistake. Yeah,
Like not like disengage with the same side as your team was, right? Because the team was walking through the bot lane and he decides to walk into the jungle,
Exactly.
giving Noctis like the line of fire to land his Q. So Lux is just using her ult at this point as like a wave clear too, where she just ults and clears the wave so they can't siege. So this is what I was talking about, right? They need that Baron. TRD needs that Baron to siege versus this kind of team comp, because otherwise Sivir and Lux is like a perma wave cliff.
Lux ulti is has such a low cooldown. She can just keep spamming EN ulti and keep taking waves. So,
So like waves that are riskier for Sivir to take, Lux can just ult them. Otherwise, Sivir clears them, right? So they have like a pretty good neat anti-siege. The only way TRD wins this if they get Baron or they get a really good engage from Rakan or Sejuani and end up killing someone important, right? For STR, they just need to like stand their ground and
STR is kind of predicting. The Baron, they do manage to catch Kaka, but Incarnation will be ulting him away rather than inside the team.
that could have been if that would have turned into a pick, TRD would be in a lot of trouble right now and they could relieve a lot of pressure.
Gragas R is down, Kaka has pinged it multiple times, so they know they have one less tool
To disengage or engage. So now, like this is smart from TRD, they're going for a 1-4.
Yeah, so 4v4 with a Gragas ulti down is going to be difficult. But then they managed to land a hook on Kaka. Kaka will flash out. Frost coming in. They will pick up a kill on Incarnation. No, Incarnation goes out. Danny dies, however, but they do manage to stop the Baron. The Kennen also coming towards that side. Aatrox is also there. They'll secure that Baron. Aatrox is just gatekeeping.
Yeah.
But Tapi also managed to pick up a kill on Incarnation. Bishi comes in. They do manage to steal the Baron. Oh no, they don't. Oh,
They
no,
don't. Karma gets hurt, yeah.
Karma yeah. And I think another triple kill coming in for Aatrox.
And
this
this
game?
is going to be game. Yeah.
Yeah, this game.
Basically, Aatrox keeping there, STR being out of position 7 and Lux were in range, do anything about their front line being caught, right? And they end up being DC'd and engaged upon by the Sejuani Rakan. Aatrox TPs in, they clean up, get the Baron, and it's going to be a game. It wasn't as clean as the game 2, but still like a good game from TRD. Aatrox doing really well, right? But
That's
still,
true.
STR, they were like worthy opponents, right? They managed to stand
They
their
were
ground
they were very good. Incarnation not having that ulti definitely hurt them a lot there. If he might have had this ulti, they might have been able to run out of that scenario.
They might have actually won the game if Termin and DC. You know, they could
That's
probably
true.
debate that, but it's kind of unlucky. So they were already like 2 games down, so it was like last game. The whole,
So another 3-0 sweep coming in, and now we will see finals between two teams which are extremely competitive at this point.
Yeah.
It's going to be an extremely interesting finals. Thank you for joining me today, Flux.
Yeah, no problem. It was fun. Thank you for
Uh,
having me.
uh, we have our two finalists, and we will
They're
be
going to be
waiting to
World
see.
Esports and Roty's then, right?
Yeah, we'll be waiting to see who comes on our top. Thank you for joining us, guys. This is Flux and Obi signing out. Peace.
Take care, guys.